Hi, welcome back to channel FIFA Mobile. Alright, I cleared two of these UTOTS challenges, and of course I bought this player to complete that record breaker quest, and of course sold him off immediately after that. Right, so this is the UTOTS challenge. It's much hated skill game, not new to you. It's been a while since we played this. As usual, tackle the top two by swiping the fingers across and of course above the goalpost. The middle one, you're going to target the points, the 5,000 points area, right? So that's all, and of course then there's a match itself, and with that you're going to face a H2H. So, and as usual, playing H2H depends on luck, whether is it rigged in your favor or not. But in terms of this match itself, I think it's still doable. It's not that tough. Nonetheless, it's a bit of effort required because there's indeed some challenge. I wouldn't say it's totally that easy. They can autoplay. There is indeed some challenge that you can put in effort to try to score a goal, right? So easily the EA has rigged it a way that they will score a goal immediately. Try your best to be determined to score your equalizer goal, hopefully within the 70 minutes. That gets then just a chance to ensure that you complete this semi-finals match itself. If you couldn't, then you can just drag it all the way to 90 minutes. Then you can go for extra time. So do not worry, there's extra time for this match itself. Alright, so as usual, a lot of defending required. I'll always activate the second defenders. As for attacking, you try to do your cross spam. This is against opponent as a computer, so no worries about that. You can see it's really tricky. Crossing wise, always try my best to do a header, but most of the time it doesn't really work. Because it's being planned that you wouldn't succeed. Time's running out, and I'm really cautious about that. The fact that we got 5 minutes before we end this. If you couldn't get it in time, I could close off the whole game, and then hopefully we can start again. But I'm quite lucky. I think we left with 2 minutes and managed to do it. So very quickly, I'll show you that. This is the last couple of minutes, extension of 4 minutes. That's really precious to me. I managed to score equalizer, and with that we're entering into the extra time itself. Alright, so very quickly we're going to the first half of the extra time. I'm going to swap in my golden boy. Right, so the golden boy RM is in, and that will be my wild card. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to score another equalizer goal. Yes, above the equalizer goal I meant. So with that we have the 2-1 already, and with that we're just going to hold on if possible. We're going to hold this all the way. Alright, so we score another goal. I think that's a win secured. So let's quickly end this match before we enter into the H2H. So you can see it's relatively tricky. I didn't expect that to happen, but as usual, that's EA for you. I'm going to do some time waster here. And then the last moment, let's do another goal in. Alright, so we got 4-2. Definitely we secure this win already, and we just left with 15 minutes, and that's the second half itself. Definitely we're going to secure this for sure, and definitely heading towards the H2H. I'm going to show you both H2H, but the first one I'm going to show you a full version of that gameplay. As for the second one, I'm just going to fast forward to the tail end itself, because not going to bore you too much. A lot of it are 0-0, and then eventually we score 1 goal during penalty. But the first H2H was more challenging. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so let's last 1 minute, and that's about it. I think that's the end of this semi-final match. We've cleared it, and now we proceed on to the finals, which is a H2H. Really happy managed to clear it, and definitely really something to congratulate and worthwhile to celebrate. Right, so the only issue here, although you can see, is a Pro 3-2-1-8. Looking at the players, I'm utterly surprised. I didn't expect it to be like that. Alright, so really relatively good players that this person have, but apparently may not have been playing H2H for a while, or it could be a newcomer that have been spending a lot of coins or a lot of money into upgrading the team itself. Relatively good team, I must say. Alright, so but I can experience through this H2H, I understand he may not be experienced player. So I guess we've been spending really a lot of money for this game for nothing, right? So really no point in spending so much into the game because we end in a couple of months. So relatively, this is something that we should look up for. Whatever we do, all it will end in this season in a couple of months' time, and we'll be all back to square one. And I'm not too sure. This is the first time they are not partnering. I.e., EA is not partnering with FIFA anymore, so I'm not too sure how that work out. But probably we're going to see that in a couple of months' time. For now, what we've been seeing is really prolonged games, which is like the UTOTS. It's ridiculous amount of players required. And the market is down. I mean, you already saw that. And with that, I don't know how we're going to proceed with the UTOTS. But this is expected. The fact that EA is ending the season, and we have not been experiencing really good FIFA Mobile in this season. It's the worst season ever because of the effort put in. I think the resources weren't put in for this season at all because since it's ending. So the gameplay experience wasn't fantastic, but I think we're just going to make do with whatever we have, right? So very quickly, we already scored 2-0, and I think we have secured this win. I'll bring in my golden boy with superb energy left for the second half itself, right? So very quickly, we will try to enter into the second half by scoring more goals if possible. So that's a bit more exciting here, all right? So the player is indeed I would say having good team players here, right? So, but nonetheless, I think it's just a matter of skill and of course some luck as well. EA, if it's in your favor, you may be winning, right? So, here we are, left with 25 minutes or so. Let's quickly end this, and once we are done, we just got to complete this whole, and I'm going to move on to the next challenge. This was made possible because I entered the game really early. Then managed to complete both the challenge. It takes a lot of time, of course, but I think just don't give up, especially the matches and the skill game. If you couldn't do it, just close off the game and redo it again. So that would be charged as one failure. So just take note of that. So a couple of minutes time, we will conclude this game. It's already 3-0. Definitely secured that spin. Alright, so last 2 minutes. Alright, so definitely later on, I'm going to show you as well the player that I bought and sold immediately to complete the quest. And that's another event going to end tomorrow. So this is something to take note of. If you have opened the pack tomorrow and you have done what I did, you'll be able to claim a 110 CAM. Right, so now this is the second H2H. Again, quite happy. We get 1-0 for this, but this is a root player. Nonetheless, I'm very happy we win this root player. Then that's concluded. We got 2 wins here. This is the player I bought, the 107 LM, and with that I'm going to swap in the 5 numbers of record breaker players. I'm going to change it to all the 5 in the lineup, and with that we will have complete the record breaker 5 players lineup quest, and with that we're left with one more quest, which is to open up the one more of those store packs, right, which we're going to do tomorrow, and then we're going to claim that player itself. Right, so very quickly I remove all the players, and I can manage to sell this player I just bought. Maybe lost a couple 100,000, but I think that's perfectly fine. So do remember to use up, or your UCL is going to end as well. We're quite sad that he's in the finals, so we can use up to play. And do remember to play all the skill game and matches, and clear out all the points, because otherwise it goes to waste. I'm going to do the exchange as well later on. The exchange with the UCL, whatever I could, I'm just going to change it out, because the event is going to end soon. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with a lot of the 102. Possible you can actually use them in future if there's need to, but I thought getting a few numbers of 106 would be much better off. So decided to do the exchange. And again, here we have a stored number of items which definitely can't be used after the end of the event. So I'm going to decide to do this. Just exchange for the 103 first, and with that let's do the 106. Right, I think we can do 2 numbers of the 106. Let's see who we get. Right, so we got a CB 106 CB. All right, great. Let's do another one, and We got another 106 LB, and let's do the TOTS for today. So let's check out my TOTS pack for today. It's a goalkeeper. Alright, so that's the end of the pass. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.